Okay, we are back again. You can see our solution for number 2 is still up there. This is now Mr. Rallen, Mr. Allen's cousin. So Mr. Rallen in now, doing a little bit of teaching here. So we're going to take the third task. I'm going to take over this third task from Mr. Allen. Change it up a little bit. Hear a different voice for a while. And what we're going to do is we're going to go hit refresh, go up here, clear this board off, move our components over, resize it, our usual typical things that we're going to be doing. Okay, get these things back correctly there. Right. Beautiful thing also, you can be pausing this, working along with me if you're trying to figure out your solutions. So it says we need to create a circuit where you get one battery. I'm going to go grab my battery. No switches and 3 bulbs of the same color. Well, if you want, you can go make them purple. You can go make them black. Go do whatever you want to do. A lot of times you'll leave them. I'm going to change them up a little bit. I'm going to go with this purplish color. Okay, really, it doesn't make that big of a difference. I just wanted to change it up so you don't have to look at the same thing. Go with a black background, maybe. Oh, that's red. What am I doing? Oh, man. That's still not the right one. Here's black over here. And it says, all bulbs need to be equally as bright, and the tricky part is that I want one of the bulbs to blow instead of the other 2 bulbs working fine. Hint, you need to think about the resistance of the different bulbs and how you hook up your wiring so the other 2 will keep working after the first one blows. Very similar to number 2. Right, we really need to be thinking about our different loops, our different series circuits. I'm going to position them all so they are all off to the side a little bit. And the problem is that if I hook them all up right now, okay, if I just hook them up in separate loops, we don't right now have enough voltage to make these bulbs blow. And it says I have to make one of the bulbs blow up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go change my volts, okay, maybe to 5 volts. I press enter. Well, the problem is that it makes all 3 of them blow up. So I'm going to turn my power off. I'm going to leave it as a 5 volt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go add 3 more bulbs. I'm just going to leave them as yellow this time, just because I don't want to waste your time changing the colors when it doesn't really matter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the resistance of a couple of these to 3. Just 2 of them. I'm going to leave one of them alone. Okay, so I changed these 2. I turned my power back on. The one that I did not change the resistance on blows because there's not enough resistance. These 2 keep working because they're on separate loops. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy on this one. But you can see this one's on a separate loop, so if it does blow up, it doesn't ruin our circuit. And these 2 still end up working perfectly fine. So there's our solution for number 2. Some people hooked it up sort of like this. I'm going to show you. Where they had both of these in a separate circuit. Okay, you can see how we have these 2 on a separate loop, this one on a whole different loop. That would be another possible solution as well. Right, you can see they are the same brightness, same battery, same resistance, thus the same brightness. That is the answer for tricky task number 3.